Good crowd. Great crowd.
We are hot tonight.
Yeah, we've got Chairman Hensley with us tonight, Joe Garagiola, Dalton Stevens, whom we'll meet in a moment. One little personal thing here that I'd kind of like to take care of from my old hometown. You know, I grew up in Norfolk, Nebraska.
Yes.
And when I was in junior high school, I think it was, long time ago, the Norfolk High School got in the finals of the state basketball championship. First time they'd ever been involved in the finals, and they lost. And I was crushed. And I said, well, before I get out of high school, they'll win it. They didn't.
No.
They've been holding the championship for 77 years. And a fellow by the name of Mike Fuhrer, who's the assistant sport writer of the Norfolk Daily News, sent me a copy of our old hometown paper. And good old Norfolk Panthers, after 77 years, won the Nebraska Class A state basketball tournament.
Terrific. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Norfolk. Isn't that nice?
That's great.
I'll tell you that.
Great shot there, too.
Isn't that nice? A young band by the name of Chris Price, and you know how they won it? There were like 6 seconds to go, and he made a three-pointer from about 21 feet and won it by 1 point. So that's a nice finish.
That's right.
So I guess I've waited long enough. 77 years you
To
waited.
prove what your point
And
is, that
finally
they'd
won.
win.
All right, what else have we got here? Oh, Eddie Shaughnessy. So he's seated behind the drums. He's going to appear with his group. Are you going to appear with a group, Eddie, or?
I'll appear with their bands, John.
Okay, he's going to be at the Perry Meriden Jazz Festival in Indianapolis on Saturday and Sunday at the Pittsburgh Jazz Benefit for Youth at Risk at Carnegie Music Hall.
Thank you.
So drop in and say hello to Eddie. One bright and shine. Still have all of our North hat back here, don't we?
Well, they want to see it. Do it one more time.
No comment.
Ollie does like that station wagon, doesn't he? How many of you ladies read the Ladies' Home Journal? Okay. Then maybe some of you are here tonight who have participated in a survey that they ran. Now, last September, what they did, they published a questionnaire for their readers to find out, I guess, generally how women feel about themselves, their work, marriages, and the world in general. And it was confidential, you know. Women were able to tell their personal, intimate details. A lot of them did. But they wouldn't even tell Bob Eubanks, I guess. They told the Ladies' Home Journal. 100,000 women responded to the survey. Would you like to hear some of their sample findings?
Yes, very much so. You wouldn't have brought that magazine down here for nothing, so something on your mind.
You got it. 56% say there's something in their past they've never told their husbands. Yes. And if you think we've told our wives everything, they know. You're slightly mistaken. Why am I talking that way? 50% said the worst thing they'd never done was lie about something important. But 25% that said the worst thing they've ever done was have an affair. 40% of the women, according to Ladies' Home Journal, lie about their weight. 30.8% cheat on their taxes. Only, yeah. 57% steal pens, paper, and other supplies from their office where they work.
Right.
And if they knew that a friend's husband was cheating on her, only 30% would consider telling them. Yeah, that's not, yeah, that's... 86% have a good relation or excellent relationship with their boss, but only 67% say their husbands are easy to live with. That's 3% lower than the number who say they get along fine with their mothers-in-law. Interesting thing. 59% have a gripe about their husbands. Do you know what the most important gripe is that women say about their husbands? He doesn't share his feelings. 10% say he doesn't earn enough money. And they're all here. And 5% said he isn't good in bed. Look at the men booing. Look at the guys are booing. Now, we were fascinated by this survey. We really were. And we said to ourselves, you probably wouldn't find a better cross-section of women in America than we have right here tonight.
Right.
Probably half of our audience women. We have a little survey we have rented at considerable expense.
You didn't buy this yet?
No, we rent this applause meter. There it is right there. Probably, we went up for almost about $5 for this. And we're going to ask you some questions. This will be confidential. We will not turn the camera on you.
Is this the women only now, right?
Well, there might be some for men. We'll
All
see
right.
if they relate to women.
Sure.
How many married women are still excited by your husband? How many get more turned on steaming the label off a bottle of Paul Newman's industrial strength spaghetti sauce? Okay. How many women have actually given thought to who you might like to marry if your husband died accidentally? How many of you are currently working on the alibi? How many women feel you're the right weight? Okay, that's all. How many would like to drop a few pounds? How many feel the only person between you and the Queen Mary is Oprah Winfrey?
Oh.
How many of you, now be honest, as I say, we will not. It's dark out there. Nobody will see. How many of you have had more than one lover? Come on, all right. This is a little delicate. How many of you have had more than 5? Eight rows up. How many thought the movie Platoon was the story of your first blind date? Let's see. How many women would consider having cosmetic or plastic surgery? Again, how many have already had a little cosmetic surgery? How many of you have had so much plastic you could legally be declared a Mattel toy? How many have occasionally taken office supplies from work? Now, come on. How many have ripped off enough stationery to send your kids through graduate school? Let's see. How many like your boss? How many are not too crazy about him? How many would like to hold his face against the Xerox machine and make copies till he goes blind? Okay, one final question. How many feel your husband's a good lover? How many of you women feel he should have his last name legally changed to Bam?
Our own survey.
Okay. Thank you. That's very sweet of you to join in that. Put the applause meter in the cardboard box, Bobby, and we'll keep it around for a while. Sherman Hemsley will be out in a moment. Joe Girls, Dalton Stevens, you're going to meet first tonight, so stay where you are.